Well, good morning, everybody. It's my bad impression of a Simpsons character. All right, so Mark, it looks like it's up today. Ended up yesterday, which was good. Tesla looks like it's up a few percent today. Not too much down. Netflix a little down, but not too bad. Other than that, a pretty green day. Sox will try to come back. How'd Soxel end yesterday? I don't even know. Pretty good off the trend line. Not a lot of volume, though. That's a little bit interesting, but up nonetheless. Morning, Rob. Thanks for liking the show, sir. Our buddy ZYXI getting up towards yesterday's high. We'll see if it stalls there. Don't know anything more about the company, but it's just up here towards the top of our list. So, mm. Cool. Skyworks up here. Soxel up here. Skyworks taking off this morning. Not really in a buyable spot. Well, I guess it's not really. It's getting close to that prior high. Oh, they had earnings. Oh, yeah, so that could be buyable. See if they get over that prior high. See how they handle it. It is earnings season. Restoration Hardware also up 5%. How'd you handle those there yesterday? Also beautifully. Lower volume, but pretty much rose most of the day. All the day, actually. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I still kind of have a hard time believing we only have one distribution day, which implies not a lot of institutional selling at this stage of the game. Just some more normalized price action. I like it. I like it a lot. What's this? So it's our CFD conversation from yesterday. Um, check out investors. Let's go check out Finviz too. How's oil doing? 13%. This thing is just undulating. It's rising on lower volume. Looks like it's past the trend line. We're looking at BTC for some reason. All right, futures extend gains on three tailwinds. And Buffett's trying to preach us a message. Hold on a sec. All right, I'm back. All-time high by June? Well, the way the market's going, I can't argue against it. Seems very strange to me, but you know what? It's this is why you don't. This is why you can't trade based on an opinion. This is why you have to trade based on the markets. I mean, I can't mount a strong argument against it. Still seems unlikely by June. June seems a little bit early, but if you take that 50-day or this middle Bollinger Band line and extend it out, that actually would be June. Yeah, that would be June. So maybe that's not too crazy. It seems crazy. It still seems crazy, but we'll see. Invesco. Huh. 1.54 for the Nasdaq. That's a pretty good showing. I mean, that's pretty much all overnight, though. That's a little bit scary. Tesla up almost 5%. Wow. Yeah, if that prior logo is taken out, that's bad. Almost as bad as losing the list. Like, bad. Morning, Ellie. Excuse me. All right, 1.6 for the Nasdaq. Tesla also trying to get started here. Everything trying to get started here. Let's go to the global watch list. Hertz, only thing down big today. How's it down big? Oh crap. What? 2.4 bouncing up to 3.2. Whoa. That is a huge move. What's Hertz talking about? 25 pre-market after Wall Street Journal report hiring another advisor as it preps for bankruptcy. Wow. You wanna you wanna gain a double? Just short Hertz apparently. Let's buy some puts. Or sell some calls. Look, they're all over here priced near the strike price. All of them. Just keep in mind if you buy if you buy a put going far out, this thing goes bankrupt, you get everything. I think I'm not sure in a bankruptcy. So never mind, don't do this trade because I have no idea how it works. That's crazy. We're gonna see Hertz Rent-A-Car go bankrupt, huh? All right. Other than bankrupt Hertz, we got Alexion down about 3 to 4%. Nothing out of character there. Ferrari, which was leading our list yesterday, now leading our list on the opposite direction. Figures Ferrari is trying to win everything. Of course they are. I don't know, Rob. I have no idea. Not too interested in finding out, to be quite honest with you. Other bigger fish to fry. Netflix still looking great, still in its consolidation. Kind of not really a down day today, but a little bit. I mean, I guess it's pulling in from yesterday's high, but we're still up here in the higher part of the range from the past few days. They put a timestamp here. That's weird. And it looks like volume. Okay, now it's gone. Okay, so pretty decently high volume here for Netflix, but we'll see how it goes. 1.6 for the Nasdaq. All right, let's global it. Let's global it. Chegg. Chegg has earnings and they like the earnings. Double bottom base breakouts. Way extended. Um, Buyable gap rules are 30-minute breakout range or any subsequent day undercutting the low and coming back through to the top. Apparently, Chegg had good things. The only one with a massive pump today, though. Air Lease getting up today. Beyond Meat still in that little base, which is good. That's a good thing. Had earnings or has earnings? Looks like this is the past. 5-5. Us today. They have earnings today. Ellie, what's the rule we have about buying Beyond Meat right before earnings? Of course you do it with all of your account. Just kidding. Not a good thing to do. No crazy news, it looks like. Just the Starbucks news, which was the original news. That's right, 100%. Actually, you should margin as well. Just kidding. Just kidding. But I mean, all in all, I don't like to really jump in before earnings almost ever, except for United Airlines. But um, this actually isn't too bad of a technical setup, and maybe Beyond Meat's actually going to do something. Maybe someone's actually buying their stuff now, considering that a lot of meat products are having some shortages. So it could actually be a pretty good quarter for Beyond Meat, which would likely propel them higher. Technical action isn't bad. We did make a new low, but every stock in the market made a new low. But still, earnings is always tricky. That is one of the more decent setups in the market. I do think technically, Beyond Meat and that flag. Etsy trying to go for all-time highs today, within about $1 from it. Regeneron right back at highs. Almost 1.6 for the Nasdaq now. Pretty good. Regeneron right back at it. Another long-term turnaround play. This one, obviously, one of the more choppy ones that we've ever seen, but especially because the whole market went into a crazy, crazy bear mode for a minute there. But another long-term turnaround play working out pretty well. Although I think it would have been possible really to make massive money on it. Oh, 25, 30% is not bad. Regeneron? Is that what you were talking about, Rob? Oh, Wayfair. Okay. Yeah, they should be doing good. Oh, wow. All-time high. Holy but Jesus. Are you kidding me? Down from 20 up at 180 now? Oh my gosh. We haven't looked at this one once. That's an ascending base, ladies and gentlemen. That is a very aggressive ascending base. Well, I told you about it, Rob. That was the one day you weren't here. You slept in or something. Ellie sold all of his Amazon stock and put it in Wayfair. I gave you Tesla. Look how plays working out for me. It's flat today. It's flat. Come on. What do you want? So Nasdaq holding pretty steady up here. Yeah, play not doing so hot recently. A couple of larger selling candles. A little bit of lack of distribution. I'm sorry, lack of accumulation candles on this one. Some good ones right there, but I think just kind of giving everything up looks like lacking of lots of interest. So they got their liquidity, 100 million into play. So they're looking for about 75 million. Looks like Jeffrey's game about 100 million. So that's I guess that's a win. I mean, definitely dumping a lot of stock on the market though, unfortunately. Let's go take a look at that for a second. So shares float is 25 million and they just raised $100 million, so they're actually gonna have more shares issued in their float. I think that's how that works. Unless they have some other weird way to do it. 100 million divided by 11.6 is not math. How's it 1 billion shares? They only have 8 million in the business. That's weird. They did something weird. I'm not sure what that's about. Hmm. Oh, I may have. Yeah, because I mean, just on face value, you should divide this by 10, so it should be like 2.5 million. So maybe I did. I guess it's still early for me. I had to have. So it's just a habit to click on that tab. 1.75 for the Nasdaq. 1.75. All right, Soxel 8%. Continuing with the rally. Restoration Hardware 5%, trying to get off the bottom. So far, pretty successful. Nice little gappy gap. I like little gappy gaps. Teenage Trex at Etsy. Come on. Okay. All right. A little bit closer to that all-time high. We were $1 away. Now we're about 40 cents away. And earnings are tomorrow after market. Man, hard to buy something running that hard into earnings. Those, those, man, they could be selling this off in a hurry. I don't know. I know there's a lot of face masks being sold off of Etsy and platforms like that. Can face mask sales buoy a stock? We'll find out. I will say it's not very encouraging that play is still down in the basement while most everything is at least bouncing out of that low consolidation. 1.7 for the Nasdaq. But they're selling them. Actually, one of my mother-in-law's kind of friends dropped us off 4 useless face masks. I'm like, oh, great. These face masks, and they're useless. Just some cloth. I'm like, eh. Well intentioned, but wouldn't basically the face mask would have the same effect as if they gave it to you as a parachute. Let's go skydiving, y'all. We got some face mask shoots. Save us from coronavirus while we're falling through the sky. What happens is you get coronavirus on the way down and you die from it before you hit the ground, so at least it saves you from the worst of the bounce. Actually, it's funny if you guys. I think it's a Netflix documentary. It's called it's a documentary series. It's called Explained, and my wife turned one on yesterday about a pandemic, and it was released in November of last year. Like, I think they released it just to get their point across. The timing's just too coincidental. Well, that's what I'm saying, Ellie. I did die from the virus. It wasn't bouncing off the ground. The virus killed me before I hit the ground. It's like fast acting Tinactin, but in a really bad way. Not really a lot is looking enticing for a while now. Like ever since we bounced out of those lows, we've had a few opportunities. Some are slowly taking off. Actually, Netflix is probably looking pretty good inside of that bigger consolidation. But every day we go through these, and it doesn't seem to be a lot of enticing chart patterns. Netflix is one of the better ones here, just sitting in this consolidation. You just feel bearish. What does that matter? You don't trade on feelings, Ellie. You trade on markets, market actions. Why are you looking for reasons? You should know reasons don't matter. Price action matters. You trade my feelings? Ooh, that's deep. That is deep. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that this early in the morning. That's too deep. Our buddy ZYXI up another leg today. Very good day yesterday. Let's look at the 5 minute chart. Looks like all the volume was in the morning on the way up, on the way down the afternoon, not much at all. Obligatory afternoon bounce, but that's about it. A nice little gap up this morning above the range of yesterday. Hold on. Apparently, there's a allergy factory outside of my house somewhere. BLD. Manitowoc. I like Soxel. That's not Soxel. It's IVR beaten down. Invesco. Why is Invesco beaten down? Let's take a look at, was it IVR? Yeah, let's go IBD IVR. 25 composite rating. One relative strength. I've only seen that a handful of times. I usually don't look at stocks beaten down, so. Oh, could be, Ellie. I didn't think about that. But yeah, they do mutual funds, right? Invests in finances and manages residential, commercial, mortgage-backed securities and mortgage loans. Another mortgage business still down in the dumps. So it has nothing to do with oil, oddly enough. Pre-tax margin is pretty good at 34%, but being basically a REIT, all the other standard growth metrics are horribly off. Market cap is small. What is it with these REITs? Oh, IVR is that 65% dividend yield play. Duh. Okay, now I know what it is. One relative strength. All right, looks like it's trying to curl back up again for another time. Yesterday with a hammer candle, oddly enough. I'm actually not massively mad at this. And you know me, I'm mad at a lot. I'm oh so mad all the time. But this one, $3, pretty good. And you know what? I really feel like buying this right now. 1.83 for the Nasdaq. Can't tell you 100% why, because from their particular business model perspective, with a lot of normal people um, not having a good month and all, they could have really really bad times. But I do have a small amount, very small amount of my account that I maybe wouldn't mind gambling in this longer term. I like the return would be great on it though. Barclays cuts from 16 to 3. That's a normal cut, right? Let's just cut it down by 70, 80%. Sounds average. Restoration Hardware back at it. Come on, Restoration Hardware. All right, I open up. Actually, I haven't opened up my my account trading account for like the past 2 or 3 days during this downtrend. I didn't want to get tempted to sell anything. It's actually rebounded quite nicely, and I don't have that much in play, so I don't feel so bad if it doesn't really do very well. But I've got a 15 call, so got an 18 break even point. Hopefully, I mean, it looks manageable. We'll see how it goes. Almost 2% for the NASDAQ now. All right. So, guys, as you can see, our up days are just as good. Just as good. We did have a couple of really good bad days right there. But then our up days, like especially today, getting back through, seeing a lot of double digit gains, very high single digit gains. Actions to the downside in a lot of stocks were pretty bearish, but I still think that the bullishness is outweighing the bearishness. And once again, just listening to the market and realizing that distribution days are very minimal at one is a pretty good sign. Pretty good sign there. So yeah, I think sticking with this has been the thing to do and remains the thing to do. Trying not to get too tricky and shorting Tesla. That's probably not a great thing to do. Although if you are to do it, kind of up towards these highs would be a good place, but still don't think about normal Tesla cycles and all. Sell everything and short Tesla. Well, I don't hope that works out for you, Ellie, because I don't have that position. So I'm voting against you in that regard. Space looks like it's still in a small downtrend. Yeah, the downtrend's not very pervasive actually, since we have these two big green candles. We are playing with this downward sloping trend line, but that just means we can go sideways forever. Um, yeah, also earnings coming up. I don't know about pops in this stock. It was a very weird rally. Very weird rally. So, I mean, you're really there was actually was a couple of good buy points. There was this little shelf of price action, and then an actual. I think that's an actual cup and handle. Maybe a little bit too short on the weekly time frame. Yeah, definitely too short, only 3 weeks long. But that was another good base. Here we could be forming a good base, and with space not really having any good revenue yet, it's kind of hard to really start looking at it from a growth perspective. So it's a little difficult to know exactly what to do. But overall, it seems healthy. Consolidation seems nice. Volume is very low. Nice, looks like a pocket pivot 2 days ago. So that's good. That one, a 5 day pocket pivot. This red selling candle getting in the way. But all in all, not bad. Earnings are today. Be very aware of that. Carnival Cruise Lines. Also not horrible. Still not falling apart. 9%, Rob? That sucks. That's tough. Hopefully not in your account. Hopefully it's just a position. Square, actually not in a bad position. Also earnings coming up, which is tomorrow after market. Nasdaq still knocking at the two. It won't quite get it there, not yet. We'll see what happens. I see a friend called Amazon. Let's see what they're up to. Let's check the big boys. Still in that nice bull flag. We did hit the low trend line yesterday and the day before. Look at that. That was a good buying opportunity right there. Amazon, great. Apple appears to be extending up. Why do I have like 200 candles to the right? 382 candles to the right, as a matter of fact. There we go. And Apple breaking up. So they had earnings the other day with a move down, but didn't go any lower at all. It's just right back at it. Really, Rob? Wow. Yeah, there's just so many opportunities, Rob. There's so many stocks. It's hard to keep an eye on all of them. It's so difficult. So my curated watch list is always the thing to do, but even our actionable list is like 70 or 80 stocks. Well, I don't always open. Actually, I thought I did say that to default last time we were here. Say no. Huh. I just saved it again. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe the second I drag it over, it adds those bars. I don't know. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, not much. Same old actors doing the same old thing. It's like Tesla came down a little bit. Yeah, they were up a little more, weren't they? Okay. Little gap up day on pretty normal volume. Not too mad at it. Looks like some pretty clear support in the 700 range for Tesla. So maybe shorting it from 800 to 700 would be a pretty cool thing to do. All the kids are doing it. That could be a long-term turnaround play. Definitely one of the more aggressive trend lines, though, that I've drawn for that particular strategy, although that doesn't hit at the top. Etsy 10%, rocking higher now. Wow, we took over that high, guys. Markets. How's the market not back? Etsy's at all-time highs. Let's see if it can hold it. Carvana. Did we miss an undercut and rally? It didn't actually quite undercut and rally. Got down pretty low there, but couldn't quite get to the lows. Didn't see any undercut and rallies. VFF, what are you? I don't remember what you do. But man, 18 to 3 is not very great. Oil seems to pop into my head, but I know it's not oil. There's no way. Tomatoes, bell peppers, and cucumbers. No one's eating veggies anymore. I'm actually eating a bagel, so goes to show you right there the veggies market is dead. This thing looks dead. Just all around, not looking healthy. Finding a small floor here at about the whatever level, $2, 2.50 level, but yeah, let's get off of that. Trade desk. Doing pretty good. Nice little base right there. Earnings coming up. 2 days. What's Micron doing? Not too horrible, actually. Moving averages converging here, which is always interesting. Doesn't look like a normalized pattern on the weekly chart. Maybe a flat base or something if we're lucky. Not too deep for a flat base. And too narrow for a cup and handle. Yeah, so not much to do up here in this. I'm going to call it the middle ground, kind of the middle between the lows and the highs in the Nasdaq. S&Ps here too. We're kind of in a weird, tricky territory. It's like a holding zone. It's like we're in our own market quarantine. There's not too much to do unless you feel like playing earnings. So, RH pulling out down slightly. Coop, all-time highs for Coop. So don't half these damn companies do. No idea. Carb Claritative Analytics. People want to analyze stuff right now, so they're trying. Almost $25. See DNA trying to break out of recent ranges. Gas log, lots of volume here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like much. Don't like a whole lot. So AbbVie, that looks like a thing. That's a nice pattern right there. Now I know it's a AbbVie is a drug stock, so kind of a biotech there, which are a little bit volatile, but 84, almost $85 appears to be a buy point on the table. Volume this morning pretty good on the way up. You're a little close to the hyzer, so you gotta have to watch it a little bit, but a very nice trend off the bottom here, and then trying to maybe break out at least up $10 maybe. There's not a lot of resistance up here other than this stint towards 100. It's been above 100 in the past briefly. I can't say AbbVie hasn't had a bunch of stock splits, so it may have already really seen the 100 level. All right, market pulling in right now on 1.7%. We were knocking it 2. So now we're pulling in a little bit, which is, I guess, expected. But to AbbVie, one of the better looking ones right now, that's for sure. You deleted CHK? Rob, you're growing in front of our eyes. It just it's just never gotten started. Like I said, I tried it a few times. It just never got started. ServiceNow new highs. Okay. Today, volume not very good, but the stock is, so we'll see how that goes. ServiceNow is a very high quality company. Biomed, we've had small discussions about this one. Um, Breaking that trend line is a good sign, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Looks like loosely supported on the intraday chart. MasterCard still kind of down here, which is interesting. Ooh. ZTS bull flag. Bam. Look at that beauty. Not quite a flat base in terms of time yet. 7% qualifies. A drawer with knives. So is that like catching a falling knife, except you're just putting your hand in a drawer and sliding the drawer back and forth? In order to do this exercise, you need a friend. But look at this ZTS chart. This actually looks very, very promising. That is a nice bull flag. Zoetis. Don't they make like shoes or something? Oh no. Animal health medicines and vaccines. Oh, close enough. Close enough. Close enough. Okay, so they make animal medicines. Somehow, it looks like big accumulation right now. EPS change is not very high. Pre-tax margins good. ROE is very good. 71% is spectacular ROE. 61 billion market cap. They are huge. D accumulation distribution rating with that tight of a bull flag. That is interesting. That's a nice tight setup right there. I don't see that very often these days. First stage cup and handle. What? What the hell are you talking about? Oh my gosh. What the is this? Okay, that's it. I'm sending off an email. Here we go. Okay, so ZTS actually looking like it wants to rally a little bit here. We'll see about the volume, but still doing pretty good. Um, sorry, I'm typing an email to IBD right now to an actual person that is important. All right. Email sent off. Let's see if he replies. But ZTS actually, yeah, I'm not mad at this chart whatsoever. This is beautiful sideways action right here. Little extended up here. I'm not quite sure if it has the volume to really get extended above here. We'll have to see if there's any resistance, but definitely is in a weird spot. AAXN. What was your note on this one? Had a bad last 4 days. Yeah, kind of normal price action though, Rob. I don't think there's much to take away here. You see the other like 6 or 7 days it had here on the way down. We're just kind of repeating that. Hopefully we don't get down as low, but yeah, I don't think there's much to do with that one. All right, 1.79 for the Nasdaq, 1.8, so not doing horrible. D-Dog is on IBD's IPO leaders list. Looks like still trying to rally back on through. Never did quite undercut the lows from the IPO at 27.55 in 2019. But coming back nicely. No major pattern here to discern of. When I mean not much to do, you sell. No, not really. Not really. I'm nothing without my position, and I'm trying to keep my positions right now. I like my positions, Ellie. I'm not mad at my positions. Thank you. I appreciate that. My treehouse does make me valuable, although my kids don't care for it. I knew the second I built it, they would never play in it again, and they haven't. Yeah, so when you guys have children later on, don't ever buy them anything. Just get them cardboard boxes and throw it in their room, and they'll be perfectly happy. Take all the money you would have saved on all that stuff and go do other stuff with all that money. Sounds like pretty sound advice. All right, Chegg actually took out the opening range to the top side here. Not looking super bullish, but not falling down either, so can't be too mad at it. Tuo, I still have no idea what the hell that is. They pretty much are cats, Ellie. That's exactly what they are. More like little trainable dogs that can talk back to you. Empty water bottles, even partially filled water bottles. I got a son that likes doing the bottle flipping thing, just flipping the bottles. I'm just not gonna buy him anything anymore. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go in the room and just sell all their possessions and invest it in the markets for him. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Sounds like a sound plan and a happy family. Soxol 7.69, so pulling back a little bit. Low volume. Hopefully, it's a shorter term thing. Hopefully. Come on, Soxol. You're already supposed to be at 400 from here. Come on. I keyed. That's Square. Square's still not looking too bad. Speaking of my kids, I think one of them is up. BLD and Carvana look oddly alike. Lyft and Uber, I hadn't thought about those guys. Let's look at those. Not that great. What are the airlines up to today? We haven't seen any airlines today. Ooh, rounding over on the intraday chart. Good thing I didn't buy a farther out option. Good thing I didn't lose anything. That was good. I think I lost like 30 bucks, which was the commission on frickin' like 35 options or something like that. 1.62 for the NASDAQ, pulling back a little bit here. Not too bad. All right, I've got to decide on how I'm going to finish my wife's desk I've been making. I had some Baltic birch plywood. Bought her a standing desk, an adjustable motorized standing desk without a top. We're building the top, and I've been testing out finishes, and they all suck. I hate them. I don't know what to do about it. May just paint it. Wow, EDU right there looks fairly interesting. This is a Chinese business, by the way. Oh, you know what? The other day someone mentioned Baidu, and we never went into Baidu. Holy crap, that looks horrible. Paint it pink. Girls like pink. She kind of likes pink. She doesn't buy anything that's pink, but actually she owns a sports bra that's pink. That's about it. Wow, Baidu. Finally, look at the downtrend this thing's been in from 284 down to what are we at now? 96. Great. Now I got 2 years added to my chart on this one. There we go. That's some pretty low levels for Baidu. That's almost like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy it here. But no institutions appear to be buying it down here, so that could be a little bit dangerous. Hmm. Strange, very strange. All right, let's take a look at some Finviz. Finviz, Finviz, Finviz. Disney. Dee is that DuPont? I think that's DuPont. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can render. There you go. It is DuPont. This is the most least responsive website. Go away. Beef supply disruptions. Ooh. There's a lot of beef supply disrupting happening. Crude oil actually looks pretty good right there on that intraday chart. What is that? 112 million market cap. Lots of volume here recently. MVIS. On no news. Just a pump and dump probably. Norwegian Cruise Lines may go under. Let's read that. Wow. We're going to start seeing stuff like that. That's crazy. Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings has warned investors it may be forced to go out of business. Takes a trip through bankruptcy and shed debt as other liabilities in order to do so. Extended through June 30th. No bueno. That's no bueno.
Hey, Daddy.
Hello, James. Yes. Yes.
Daddy.
Yes, silly.
Daddy.
So check our coronavirus stocks list. Is there another boy in here too? I got two boys in here. Oh, I'm tired today.
Yeah, I don't show money.
Oh, I can't hear you. What? Oh, okay.
Wait, you downloaded Fortnite on your phone?
No. Ethan Ethan played Fortnite last night and got number one on his first time playing.
And I killed the last guy with a lightsaber.
I know you did. That was great. You did a great job. Rob says, "Morning, boys." Say hi, Rob. Say hi, Ellie. He's in here too. Give me my phone. You're not walking away with my phone. That was you're a sneaky, sneaky little boy, aren't you? Yeah. What? No, not in the morning. You can get dressed for the day. Yeah, it's pretty good. He pretty much hit on the entire map. They have lightsabers in there right now, so then he came out and killed some kids with lightsabers. That's awesome. All right, I was gonna look at some of the coronavirus stocks so I don't have to type because who the hell wants to type? So UAL Delta Airlines looking much worse after that little curl up where I took my gamble trade. Looking much worse. Rob, you just want to get me started, that's all. It's okay though. I'm not mad, Rob. I'm not mad. Carnival Cruise Lines, Royal Caribbean. Um, what's Norwegian? Norwegian Cruise Lines. NCLH? Apparently they're not too concerned about them going bankrupt considering that they're only down like whatever they're down today, not that much. Nasdaq 1.83 continuing to bounce back, which is great. Super, super good for the Nasdaq. And Soxel may have found a bottom at that 50 period moving average. We'll see. Oh, tired today, guys. I think I'm gonna get out of here. NQ. If you ask questions, I don't have to think, so that's good. Whoa, look at that. Horrible, horrible. And it's so bad it won't even render. They're only going to give you the weekly data. They're like, yeah, we're not even going to show you the daily, let alone the 5 minute. Is this the wrong NQ? Oh, this looks like it's already gone off market in 2018. No wonder it won't render. Or are you talking about the futures? Oh, yeah, that's just say Nasdaq futures or something. That's slash NQ. Sorry. See, now I'm over here thinking again. What do you want to zoom in on? The second prior high? Oh, this one? No. Buy more cash. Let's buy more cash, everyone. What time is it? It's time for cash. That's the song from Bubble Guppies. I think I need to make that song. What time is it? It's time for cash. What time is it? It's time for cash. Why? Why 10 out of 10? You keep saying words, but you don't say other words backing up those words. Why are you looking to short? I don't understand. Why? I don't get it. Are you going to short Amazon? Are you going to short Apple? Are you going to short Microsoft? If the answer is no to all of those, then why short them? Then you can't short the Nasdaq. So that's like 30% of the Nasdaq. Actually, about 40. It's called a waterbed. I love it. Only thing left by the end of the year. Well, the Nasdaq is again largely comprised of the biggest, most profitable businesses on earth. So that's a big question mark for shorting. If you're going to short, you shouldn't have a question mark there. If you're going to short, you should have a period at the end of that sentence. That's fine. Go ahead. I've got mute power. Mute. I will mute myself. Drop your positions. No. Why are you trying to force me to make weird moves? Look, I know we're like I get chopping around this area. I just don't see But do social distance that, Ellie, okay? Overpower me by social, but still keep your social distance. And you better wear a damn mask. Well, IVR may be the best out of those three until it goes bankrupt. I should do some live streams where I just have people convince me of their trading plan, and I just berate them publicly on the internet. That'd be pretty fun. And Hertz. Well, now you're just going for low hanging fruit. They've already said they're going bankrupt, I think. Man, Chegg ain't stopping. Look at Chegg. That is impressive. As the French say, impressivo. Don't blame me, blame the French. It's their stuff, it's not mine. A big move up. Man, 72% down. That's crazy. J. Crew. I tried typing. Apparently typing doesn't work anymore. Yeah, I'm definitely with you that some companies are going to get really hurt. Um, I just don't see it in the market though, in terms of a pullback yet. Like not a significant one. We just had a chance. We could try it again. Obviously, we could always start selling off again, but still no like one distribution day. That's pretty solidly bullish in a news full of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And that's like 1.85% again. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna bounce out of here. See, but that makes no sense, Ellie. I mean, the algo itself has no fear, but a person programs the algo. That's the thing. The person programs the algo, and the whole market is traded by people. So it all comes back to price action. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. See you guys later in the Crypto Power Hour if you guys are there. Other than that, I will likely see you tomorrow, and hopefully with a completed wife's, well, at least partially completed wife's desk. All right, guys. Peace. Stay safe out there. Don't short anything yet. Bye.